out the weekend with this one. It's a very special battle between two of my really close friends. With that being said, former King of the Dot champion to my right, introduce yourself.
What's good, Toronto Thesaurus? It's good to be back. I am so appreciative to be a part of this event, to be back in this city for the first time in 5 years. Long live my brother, the legendary Pat Stay, man.
Hoodie vibes.
Former King of the Dot champion, Toronto battle rap legend. To my left, introduce yourself.
Kid fucking Twist! Wow. Long live the king. Long live the king.
When I say Paste, y'all say rest in peace, Paste.
Rest in peace.
Paste.
Rest in peace.
Paste.
Rest in peace.
Man.
Let's go. Kid, the source chose to go first. It's on him. Let's get it. Stay forever.
Rest in peace, Pat Stay. I still speak to my brother often. First Bender, then you. All the loss has become exhausting. To get my mind back into battle mode, I had to turn to other options because y'all's battles always inspired me the most, but it still hurts too much to watch them. But making y'all proud's what I want because I know my bros are watching, so I won't let the emotion of both your losses hold me hostage. And my growth is largely the result of what you both accomplished, so I know putting my best foot forward's the only option.
Come on.
Welcome back, Twist. Kind of feels like we did this before. Back when I kicked in the door and revolutionized an industry for you bitches hear more than Christian Dior. Yeah, there was a time when this city was yours, but Twist, that was back in the day when we were young. You're not a kid anymore. Sure, I had two opponents duck. And if you ask me, both were shook. But this is an infinitely better battle, and that should not go overlooked. But you disappeared from our scene for years. And while I respect the road you took, it's time for the guy who wrote the movie to meet the guy who wrote the book.
Let's go.
Jeopardy. Choose any subject. I got him sweating like he's watching Cops. You touch my drum set. One punch, turn his face every hue of a sunset. I wanted the best Twist. This ain't the usual suspect. And that's the perfect segue to cue the scene for this. Once upon a time, you flew to Hollywood and flew out to pursue your dreams a bit and wrote a movie loosely based around some useless piece of shit. Maybe it would have made more than 6 cents if you produced a decent script. He tried to get out.
Obviously, everybody in the chat knows the reference here. But in case you're watching, you don't. Kid Twist wrote the movie Bodied, which, Eminem executive produced, directed by Joseph Kahn. And it was a battle rap movie that was pretty big, did all the festival circuits, I watched it in theater a couple times, we both had a little cameo in it, but that's what this reference is, if you don't get why he's tying his name in the movie.
Loosely based around some useless about to pursue your dreams a bit and wrote a movie loosely based around some useless piece of shit. Maybe it would have made more than 6 cents if you produced a decent script. He tried to get out, causing the descent into a deep abyss, and that's where old boy saw the signs of where the root of evil lives.
All right, so I kind of was like, should I even talk about this at this point? But at this point, I didn't even realize what he was really doing, to be honest. Like, it was kind of like, I didn't even know he was scheming. Like, there's a couple that kind of flew under my radar.
Yeah. You're like, where's the dick jokes?
Yeah, I was like, where's the gun bars? This
isn't about toothpaste.
I'm like, what the fuck is this? No punchlines?
Yeah. He hasn't mispronounced a word terribly yet.
But there's a bunch that flew under my radar when I'm watching this back. I'm like, oh, wow, there's a lot in there that I missed.
I was catching some of them when I first heard it.
Yeah.
But there's so many that's easy, like into even Abyss or whatever. I didn't care. There's a bunch of little low key ones in there, you know.
It's really, really, really cool.
Based around some useless piece of shit. Maybe it would have made more than 6 cents if you produced a decent script. He tried to get out, causing the descent into a deep abyss, and that's where old boy saw the signs of where the root of evil lives. Now it's 7 years you've been gone, girl. I don't think you were even missed.
I didn't catch 7 either.
Yeah.
Duh. It's so obvious.
Yeah, there's a
but
lot.
because it's
There's
7.
like every single thing is a movie.
Yeah, pretty sure.
And you're at first like, oh, those are just like, you know, words leading in, but every single
And it
one.
makes sense because he said, even in the intro, remember, like he's been gone for like 7 years since Kid Twist is battled. So he like even isn't reaching with the reference. You know, it's been 7 years. You were gone, girl. Like I don't even think you were even missed. And the mist. You know, like it's crazy. This writing is crazy, but I won't.
Makes sense if you produced a decent script. He tried to get out, causing the descent into a deep abyss, and that's where old boy saw the signs of where the root of evil lives. Now it's 7 years you've been gone, girl. I don't think you were even missed. Now it's 7 years you've been gone, girl. I don't think you were even missed. He don't have the prestige like us, which shows y'all the illusionist he is. But my arrival was the inception for why this human being exists. So he'll hold this L as a memento for as soon as he forgets. You were always getting bodied. I just chose to do a scheme like this in case the viewers need a list of better movies with a twist.
Insane.
That's the best scheme of all time. It really is, though.
I think
that's
it
the
is.
best scheme, bro.
I think it's the best scheme of all time.
That's fucking crazy.
It's amazing.
Yeah, like what else could you argue?
That's
Better than
fucking
that?
insane.
Schemes suck.
Yeah.
And so,
Not even that. It's just like it's like even him twisting that scheme.
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
twisting
Well,
it.
yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, and that's the point too of what makes a scheme good that a lot of people miss the mark on is it all sums up to a direct attack on twist.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's not like
not a
okay,
laundry list.
he's written movies, so I'm doing movies with a
Yeah.
twist, but it ends with an attack, with a punch, not just the fact of he, made these happen, and even if it's a generic punchline using, some movies with a twist, no, it like culminates into his writing and his writing career, battle rap, his name, these movies, like it's all intertwined so perfectly. Like if you're gonna do a scheme, it needs to be an attack at the and culminate to something, not for the sake of things that are related. You know what I mean? That's what he does masterfully, I think.
And I really like how it's like at first you're like, oh, movies, because he's a screenwriter.
Yeah.
And it's like cool, but you don't really realize what he's doing until the end.
Yeah.
And I remember in the building, everybody was just like, wow. Like I remember like Dumbfounded was on stage, I think. Dumbfounded was right next to me, and I think you were on stage, and I think you turned around, and me and him were just looking at you like, what the fuck was that? Holy shit! Because it's like there's a twist in that scheme.
Yeah.
It's so crazy.
And it's like every time I hear, it's not like, oh, okay, I know what it's coming. It's like I turned around like. Just that it's like seeing it live is experiencing it for the first time again. Yeah. Because it's like you're experiencing it with everyone and feeling that energy.
Yeah, and he delivered it perfect too.
Yes.
He had just the right amount of thesaurus breath control to where he got to the
even
end
that
of it,
little twist. It like works.
Yeah, it works exactly.
That shit was
insane.
All right, I'm gonna run it back a little bit.
He don't have the prestige like us, which shows y'all the illusionist he is. But my arrival was the inception for why this human being exists. So
Plus, all good movies.
All great classics in there.
Jesus Christ.
But my arrival was the inception for why this human being exists. So he'll hold this L as a memento for as soon as he forgets. You were always getting bodied. I just chose to do a scheme like this in case the viewers need a list of better movies with a twist.
Even just every word of that climax of "you are always getting bodied."
Yeah,
I just thought what was it?
Viewers need a list. Getting
I just wanted to use a scheme like this, just in case the viewers need. You are always getting bodied too. He waits for that to be in the end. Like, oh my god, bro!
He was just
Impeccable.
there at the last movie. You know what I'm saying?
You are always getting bodied. I just chose to do a scheme like this in case the viewers need a list of better movies with a twist.
Boy, that's so good.
Some of the coldest shit, man.
Yeah, Jesus Christ, man.
Hey.
Yo,
that really is probably
What
the
up?
greatest scheme.
Yeah,
I can't think of anything
Nah,
better
it's
than that,
just
honestly.
nothing closer.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe. Never mind.
Fuck around.
Like maybe the dope to men pincher. Dog scheme.
Alphabet.
Dog
Yeah,
scheme,
maybe with the ABCs. You know,
Yeah, that's a very good scheme. Yes,
that's
definitely.
insane.